Prince Harry shares details hopes for Archie and Lili with young reporters. After revealing son Archie may hope to be an astronaut or a pilot, Prince Harry told Dutch reporters from Kinder Correspondent about his wish for the next generation. Two young Dutch reporters are on the scene at the Invictus Games, and talking to Prince Harry about his hopes for the next generation, including his children Archie Harrison and Lilibet Diana. Sophia and Jay of Kinder Correspondent, which translates from Dutch to Children's Correspondent, had the chance to interview Prince Harry at the Invictus Games The Hague. Before they spoke with the Duke of Sussex, they caught Harry and Meghan on their way into the Invictus Games arena. Harry, who was driving with Meghan in the passenger seat, stopped the car and rolled down the window to give the young reporters some high fives, but recoiled animatedly with a big laugh when Jay's touch seemed to shock him. "I'm going to see you tonight," Harry told them. "I'll see you backstage." Sophia and Jay asked Prince Harry about his wish for son Archie, 2, and daughter Lily, 10 months. "To grow up in a better world," Prince Harry replied. "To grow up in a fairer world, a safer world, a more equal world. It's not going to be easy, but I will never, ever rest until I as a parent have at least tried to make the world a better place for them. Because it is our responsibility that the world is the way that it is now. I don't think we should be bringing children into the world unless we are going to make that commitment to make it better for them." He added, "We cannot steal your future." The interview ended with a big hug from Prince Harry and a "well done, guys," during a speech given during the event's opening ceremony on Saturday night. Prince Harry shared son Archie's potential career aspirations. "When I talk to my son Archie about what he wants to be when he grows up, some days it's an astronaut, other days it's a pilot, a helicopter pilot obviously. Or quasi-I from Octonauts," Harry said with a laugh, adding, "If you're laughing, then you've seen that. But what I remind him is that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most. And nothing would make his mum and me prouder than to see him of the character of what we see before us today," he said. Prince Harry and Meghan celebrated Easter by watching various sporting events at the Invictus Games, including volleyball and archery. In 2014, Harry, who served a decade in the British Army and 2 tours in Afghanistan, was inspired to establish the Invictus Games, a Paralympic-style competitive event showing the unconquerable spirit of wounded, ill and injured servicemen and women. The Invictus Games have previously been held in London in 2014, Orlando in 2016, Toronto in 2017, and Sydney in 2018. They will next take place in Düsseldorf, Germany, in 2023. The couple was spotted hugging and kissing. Prince Harry and Meghan surprised royal fans with their trip to the UK and the Netherlands over the Easter weekend, and 2 of the highlights were their hug and kiss. So what do their public displays of affection, which are very rare for royal couples, say about their relationship? Speaking on behalf of Bet4 Casino, body language expert Darren Stanton reveals all. The couple, who live in Montecito with their 2 children Archie and Lilibet, attended the Invictus Games in the Netherlands where they got stuck into a fun driving challenge, and shared what is believed to be their first hug in public. This was shortly followed by a kiss when the Duchess of Sussex introduced her incredible husband to the stage at the opening ceremony in the evening, telling the crowd, "I could not love and respect him more." In the past, they have only shared a few kisses, the most memorable of which was on the steps of St. George's Chapel following their wedding ceremony in 2018. The fact they were not afraid to be very tactile for their latest appearance indicates that they are a very strong unit and have a real love for each other, according to Darren. On the subject of their kiss, he said, "You don't usually see this kind of intimacy from a royal couple, and it's clear to see the connection between the pair." Meghan's eyes were closed and she was smiling, showing genuine joy and happiness. The same expression is visible on Harry's face, and he and Meghan are touching as they both hold the microphone. This demonstrates that Harry and Meghan feel as strong as ever, and there is no question that the pair have a real love for each other. During the opening ceremony, Darren also noted that the Duke and Duchess were holding hands very tightly and Meghan was leaning in close to Harry, while they were both spotted with their hands on each other's knees, which further symbolizes confidence in their relationship. The body language expert added they clearly have a strong relationship. and are perhaps more tactile than Harry's brother and sister-in-law, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Harry and Meghan have no issue with being tactile in public, similar to Kate and William to some extent, who have been known to share public displays of affection during royal engagements, he explained. Aside from being publicly affectionate with one another, Meghan was also not afraid to interact with the public, which Darren said is similar behavior to Princess Diana. Thank you for watching. If you like our video, would you please help us like, share and subscribe our channel. Wish you happy to see our videos. Thank you very much.